Hey everyone, Phil Gallagher of ThrabenU here. Currently at a record 6 streak. Let's see if we can turn it into 7. Or alternatively, we can lose on fight 1 and blow the streak and, go for a streak 1 today. We'll see what happens. Alright, we are Awoken Hellhorned. This is probably the combination that I have the most personal trouble with, and has broken a couple of my large streaks. We have what I consider to be quite a weak start deck. This is very expensive to cast early. This is the sort of thing that you don't really want it early on. And Steel Enhancer is kind of like as a starter card. Let's take a look at the map, see if the map is better. Yikes, Hellhorned unit attached to the Merchant of Steel, that's not good. No duplication event, also not great. Double barrel Daedalus, that's fine. We have torches. Not priced into taking Ember, okay. And we're getting sapped. What am I looking for? Rejuvenate Champion kind of makes sense if I can treat this like a damage spell. I want like Rejuvenate Champion plus a scaling sweep unit, maybe? Let's take the generically good card. The good artifact, sorry. This gives us so much leeway at the beginning. It makes up for the fact that we have sort of a weak starting run. Okay, I am offered both Rejuvenate and Spikes, which are the better of the two options here. So which one do I want? I think I want Rejuvenate. My current question is, can I not go left next floor? Because I'd really like Shattered Shell specifically for the way this run is going if I take Rejuvenate. So like Rejuvenate plus Shattered Shell is like a disgustingly powerful combination. It's real bad if I hit the sweep boss probably, but I have a lot of extra HP. So like I can go to a Merchant of Magic, try to do a bunch of cost reduction stuff early. And like maybe pick up an artifact. And then go to a Merchant of Steel with 2 removes here. If I hit Shattered Shell, I think I can do that path. I don't hit Shattered Shell, like, Maybe my like rage stuff is good with a different sweep unit instead. Like, a sweep unit is so good with Steel Enhancers and Ritual of Battles. This combination, like, so frequently has trouble dealing a lot of damage, and high stacks of Rejuvenate can do that, like, large amount of damage that I'm looking to do. So I think I am going to go the Rejuvenate route. Yeah, you can appear on each floor. I have a lot of fire health to work with. I guess if I play on the top floor, this is awkward, this fight, but that doesn't matter. I have other stuff to do with my Ember. I go kill. I go kill. That gets 1. I can hide a Train Steward behind, which unfortunately will be dazed. So I miss the Collector. Not much to be done there. Good stuff. Where does the steel enhancer go? Here? Probably here. I can recover more HP, theoretically, at least. Oh, right, you were here. Doesn't matter. I just, like, conceptually forgot about that wave. Somewhat embarrassing. I have a whole bunch of restores coming. In which case, it's probably just better to turn that into a 33 power unit. Yeah, let's do this without killing the big guy. Huh? What did the big guy do to you? Maybe the sentient is a lady. We'll do an art investigation later and try to figure that out. I am on double barrel Daedalus, which makes Vine Grasp good. But I think I'm just going to take Razor Sharp Edge. So this is Sap Seraph. I think I just have the 15-3 units here. Just going to double check myself, make sure I'm not wrong. No, Sap Seraph has Shade Wings, which have 5 HP. It's Cleanse Seraph that just has a bunch of Light Wings. For Sap Seraph reasons, I also want my Sweeper to have like bonus extra power, assuming that that's the route that I get to go. So I think I am just going to take a Razor Sharp Edge over the Vine Grasp. Vent? I don't super want a Vent for this deck. I don't think it's going to be good long term. It's just like specifically good in the Daedalus fight. Which is fine. I'm gonna try to skip this. Am I still going to the Merchant of Magic? Like, Vent is great with a +10 on it. Yeah, maybe since Vent is great with a +10 on it, I still take Vent. Alright. I don't think I'm a madman for trying to swing for Shattered Shell. Like, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't super want this. It would be fine. And these are okay. Whereas with Awoken, like, Shattered Shell is amazing, and Animus of Will is acceptable. And we'd probably even still take Husk Hermit. I think it's correct to go right, even though it's weird. I'd still like to try to find a Shattered Shell, and I can go left to try to do that next floor if I'd like. But, like, in a lot of situations, Husk Hermit could become its own floor as well. I think we're going to take that. We can't be too picky. A double stack Rage of Battle is very, very, very large on a sweep creature. We'll now reduce the cost of that, make it actually castable. +20 magic power and consume on Torch or Vent. Vent? Nah, I'd like a +10, just static upgrade on that, and maybe I can get that next floor. How much is my sweep unit hitting for? Only 5? It's not upgraded. But all that stuff. 80 fire health. Should probably just take this. I take some fire damage for taking this trial, though. Almost 100% of the time, I think. Or this can happen. Yeah. Good turn one. I do need to draw some heal cards here. So we're not getting up to damage amounts that actually kill you. So let's just do something like that. Not being able to pick off that back creature there is a little rough. Where does Steel Enhancer do the most damage? So this is 8. I get a whole nother cycle here. Yeah, that's fine. This Train Steward does nothing. Now I just need to find a scaling card for my back unit on the top floor in 2 turns and I'm good. Or we can just, like, kill it with a torch next turn. That's fine, too. I love killing bosses with torches. Not the Consume Torch. You're too good for that. Yeah. A Restoration Detonation is a fine pickup, as is Edge Prior. So Edge Prior making all of these restores free really frees up my energy to, like, play cards like Ritual of Battle. I love Restoration Detonation, but Edge Prior represents so much Ember over the course of this run. It makes it easier for me to take some bonus card draw, potentially. And I don't think I'm about any of this stuff. Shattered Shell. Ask and you shall receive. Just literal unit I'm looking for. Okay, so now Artifact versus Merchant of Magic. Ember. Cost upgrades are very good, but I don't necessarily want to spend too much money right now. I'd like to spend big at this Merchant of Steel and not have to go to a Merchant of Steel for the rest of the run. Although we might go here anyway for card removes, so maybe that's not true. But I am looking for things like Quick, Sweep, Multi-Strike that are expensive. I think I'll just take the Artifact here. Jackstrips is a fine pickup. I don't intend on taking any more units this run, I don't think. I could just take a Demon Fiend at some point if I'm offered one again. Ask 2 of them now. I don't super want them, they cost 4. I think I'm just going to take the Jackstrips. Yeah, we weren't getting you into play anyway. This is gold. I want a couple of nukes. I'm gonna take Ember after this fight. I'll totally take this. We're not quite as good against double-barrel Daedalus as I would like to be super comfortable, but I think it's fine. I still want to set up on floor 1 because of jack strips. Like, the jack strips will make it so that if these things go up a second floor, they're all just going to die, and I'm not going to get slays with Shattered Shell. So I think this turn looks like this, 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 and this. Well, that's not how you want this turn to look. It's not how you want this turn to look at all. Alright, I need heal cards very badly here. I can also just pick off these back units and not get slay triggers to preserve my life. It super sucks to not play this. I think I need to do at least one of these, if not both. I only have one powerful heal right now. Let's preserve my life and do this. Yeah, where are my restores at appropriate times? I would like those. They're kind of important. How am I playing this turn? Are you going to the pyre? Or am I going to try to... Yeah, Calcified Ember you. Don't hate that. I don't get to torch. These things hit for 2, and I have bonus pyre health. Maybe let's just do some setup. That's bad. I drew no backline stuff this turn. Well, Edge Pyre in front. Edge Pyre in front saves me. That's awkward. I'm also not scaling super well. Shit, double barrel. It doesn't save me at all. Uh-oh. I messed that up. It's a little too late there. Asking us for x equals 2 is real good up top. I don't think I'm dead, but this fight was disastrous. More important, the slay trigger or some health here. A train steward to put in front of you. I also have a couple of calcified embers that I can just hit Daedalus with. If I build a super floor and restoring retreat this down, so I at least have 2 respectable sized creatures on the same floor. This gets 2 hits in for only 10 damage. Yuck. No. I'm supposed to do this and this. Drawing these at the same time was bad. Yeah, hopefully we redraw some of those calcified embers. It'd be real clutch here. Okay, does Ritual of Battle do more? So Ritual of Battle is around for 4 turns. So it's 32 plus 30 plus 28 plus 26. So Ritual of Battle is worth 116. Oh, that's pretty good, but we're like very much not on track. Okay, now can I Razor Sharp Edge? 9, 18, 27. Yes, I can Razor Sharp Edge. That's not what a good hand looks like. I think I just died. I think I just lost my streak to Daedalus. That's embarrassing. Like, obviously our draw order was very poor. We didn't get to heal our champ at all. Rough! So everything went wrong in that fight. Like, the bomb spawned in a way twice that was bad for my sentient. The Shattered Shell didn't get to scale. I missed out on playing Calcified Embers on Daedalus. Or like the one turn that I could have doing something else was better. The Jack Strips didn't work for me. And, I mean, we weren't super good at this fight. We picked up a Vent and a Razor Sharp Edge to help with it. But without another upgraded unit, it didn't work out super well. I don't regret trying to go for the Awoken banner, and, like, the cost reduction on the Ritual of Battle was, like, obviously very good. And it only takes, like, my champ being alive with even a single point of health, I think, for us in order to win that fight. But that's okay. Let's go again. This again, huh? Okay, well, this time our starter deck is insane. We are facing a harder Seraph, though. We have Spell Shield, Daedalus, and Irrelevant Fell. Got an early Hellhorned unit into probably Merchant of Magic with this setup, but we'll see. These are both great early pickups. Iron Drop Cage makes Hidden Passage very, very stupid, and very good at killing bosses. Railhammer turns a bunch of mediocre Hellhorned units into very good units, and makes the armor cards quite good instead of subpar. Either one of these is a great pickup to try to build a runaround. So, go Hellhorned spells. So at common, there's Fortify, and Inflame is uncommon. Plus all the units. I pick up a Spikes champ. The Railhammer looks pretty good. I think I'm just going to play the Railhammer. Like, the Iron Drop Cage becomes so awkward if I'm not offered an early Hidden Passage. Okay, I have both Spikes and Rejuvenate. Spikes Champion is better with armor, but if I don't get a lot of armor, or if I'm using my armor elsewhere, I'd rather have the Rejuvenate Champion. So let's go ahead and take that. spikes 3. That should not matter too much with multiple vents. Is sentient going bottom floor. I can restore and kill one. I can torch and kill one. Yeah, that's fine. Is it acceptable to take 15? Let's hope so, because it's what I'm doing. Let's just win the fight. Let's take one fire hit. Torch now? If I have regen 5, that's 100 damage. Doesn't quite get there, huh? That's awkward. A lot of fire damage as well. Alright. That is what it is. Not being able to play a creature behind this super sucked. The Train Steward is worth 5 damage for 1 Ember. I'd probably play that up here in case I draw a second Train Steward. Everything else is the same. Nope. Alright, little buddy. I love being nearly dead on Circle 2. I think I'm supposed to take this for long-term success. And armor 24, don't mind if I do. It's a lot of armor. This time around, with how close to dead I am, I don't think I can try to fish for the better unit. I think I just have to go right and upgrade the unit now. Endless armor, friend? This what is sitting behind my unit? I need more oomph. So I guess the upgrades that are here super suck for it. Am I going Endless Imp? It feels like I'm going Endless Armor Imp. $24 health upgrade. Not what I'm looking for on this unit. If I get Sweep Boss, I really, really need to have HP on this, or I think I lose the run. This sucks to do. Good God. Alright. Enemies enter with armor 10. Absolutely not. My deck is not good. And I'm against the hardest Circle 2 boss. How do I want to do this? I want to do that. I'm pretty confident of that. Like, do I just play Welder Helper in back? Do I torch? I think I torch and save the life. Ah! 20 damage, awkward. I need that gold, can't play Awake. Okay, there's what I'm looking for. Alright, 137. Dead. And out of spite, you two. I mean, yes. Get in there, inject it directly into my veins. Yes. Is there pyre health on this floor? There was. Do I need that unit? Or sorry, do I need... Yeah, do I need the unit that's on the right is what I meant to say. This Merchant of Magic is good. But... there's a Merchant of Magic here that we can upgrade the Awake at, and I might be taking Ember as of right now anyway. Demon Fiend is potentially a thing now. Friendly units entering with Rage is not huge in this plan combination. It's like way better when you're in like Melting or Umbra, and you have the ability to like summon these throwaway units that all of a sudden attack for a bunch of extra damage. This makes my Endless Imp free, so I think I'm going with that. Was not offered Awoken. Yeah, I don't really think I'm about any of this. Nah. Another Wildwood Sap pickup would have been just so stellar right there. Just throwing it out there. Yeah, I mean, this is a really strong start. Yeah. So the real question is, like, where do I put this? I think I'm putting it in back and then torching it to reuse it, rather than, like, make the enemy go through a 25 HP thing. Although I don't know because of these. Like, I would love to play this as many turns as possible, but, like, do I have the Ember to torch? Well, actually, a bunch of my units are free. Maybe I do have the Ember to just torch it. Go and do that. And then this. Yaw, yaw, yaw. Fantastic. Die now, die later. I guess die later. Torch it. Torch it, vent it. Save the 12 armor. Or just restoration detonation. That's worth 20 right now. That doesn't actually change my clock. Yeah, in that case, let's just save the armor. The things that are happening. That. Welder helper in front here now. Welder front in front here now. I just think you're going to the pyre. The question is, like, if you get a slay, do I want the welder helper in back to actually do some damage at this point? And the answer might just be yes. The ability to take these train stewards out of my deck is just so good, by the way. Guess we're just stacking this. I think I just want a little bit of bonus rage here on the imp for finishing Daedalus. I think is right now. As long as we kill Daedalus right now, it doesn't matter about this unit being where it is. We're not quite doing anything degenerate with our endless armor imp yet, since, like, we're restoring back our health so frequently anyway. This is interesting here. But I don't know that it's actually a win condition with the amount of rage that I'm going to be making. Probably not. At least not now. Adaptive mutation is real cute with rage stacks, but again, I don't know that I'm actually making all that many rage stats. Although just like giving this a 25-hour increase is pretty sweet. I don't know if that's going to be better than having access to an Unleash the Wildwood though. Like, I really just respect this card so much. I assume that I need more oomph than I have right now in order... I need to get more oomph in order to win this run. Are these the units that I'm looking for? So I'm okay with Branded Warrior being behind Sentient. It's not necessarily ideal. Awoken Hollow is an okay pickup with Unleash the Wildwood that I just picked up. Pathing is very hard now. This is not a unit that's good enough to duplicate. My Wildwood Saps might be. know that I get to, like, Hellvent that and just take card removes right now. I'm not thrilled about this. I think this is okay. I don't think it's great. It's fine with the restoration detonations that are in my deck, and it gives me a chance to find like a Shattered Shell or something by going left. Let's take this and go left. Once I hit a Merchant of Magic, I don't super need Ember. I'm not getting that until here. I'm taking Ember once and card draw once. I'm just gonna take the Ember now. I don't super need it in order to survive, but I'm pretty sure that I want it anyway. So let's just take it now. I mean, getting... okay, these are fine. Need to get kind of unfair. That's not unfair at all. That's not another backline creature. I'm just taking like yet another Awoken Hollow and trying to take advantage of the fact that I have this Unleash the Wildwood, maybe give it holdover. That's not super where I want to be. I'd rather just like duplicate the one that I have if I'm gonna do that. Nah. Skip that. Spikes. Cleanse Seraph. This floor is kind of a bust. So now the question is, like, do I save 60 gold and just wait till next floor to put some stuff on this? And just go here, missing out on this Merchant of Magic, and then that makes me go to this Merchant of Magic and awkwardly get, like, Pyre Health 2 times in a row. This, suboptimal run. I would really like to go to this Merchant of Magic, like, fishing for something unfair for this Awake is pretty important. Like, I need very unfair regen numbers if I'm going to use, like, a regen and rage-centric strategy to beat Seraph. Roll the shop now. And we get a Heartstone for our trouble. I think I'm just going to take the Strength Stone and just accept that that's not where I want it to be. I don't think I can spend on the multi-strike there. I'm not pleased. This seems hard. That said, I think I need to get stronger. Small floor is super awkward here. I guess that means we're setting up like this instead. Playing this on floor 2. Could do it on 3. Do it on 2. Well, that's sure not great. Alright. Also, like, good thing I'm not super reliant on this endless unit, because otherwise, yikes. Speaking of yikes, this isn't good. That's worth a whopping 8 more damage. Right on time, Welder Helper. Right on time. It's probably better the other way around, actually. Right, I have to use a restoration detonation there. Right. Like 18 fire damage. Not unexpected. Also, I really hope I'm not just dead to these, because it looks real bad. At a glance. Probably not venting and killing them, so I should just focus these torches here. I'm dealing 111 damage right now. Good God. Yeah, I am straight up dead to this boss for taking this challenge. I have an endless amp. What a disaster. Yup. We were not even close. So this is the clan combination, specifically in this order, that I think is the weakest. By a lot. You just have trouble killing things. So I don't usually get 2 losses in a row. But like we pulled this clan combination twice in a row. We had some suboptimal things happen, and I don't particularly think our deck got much better than the starting deck. Like, Awoken Hollow and Branded Warrior are not exactly breadwinner quality units here. So the strength of the Hellhorned is that, like, when you have them as primary, their champ scales so much that it carries runs really well, and a lot of their other units are kind of like stinky, if I'm being honest. Like, you'll play them and they're fine, but I think they're lower in quality than the average unit in other units by quite a bit. And so, like, let's just look at what I'm talking about here. This. Okay. So when we look at the units that you could get early for Hellhorned specifically, right? So these two are super fragile and are weak to the floor 2 bosses. Both sweep and spikes are kind of rough there. And these 2 units are not as tanky as, like, say, an average Stygian unit. So, like, the Rail Beater is this, like, awkward thing that's sort of like partially an attacker, partially a defensive unit. And the Steelworker gains 5 armor a turn, whereas something like an an incamped shark or a siren will gain more than that in the average turn cycle. And like Alpha Fiend is both large and expensive, and Demon Fiend isn't playable early. And even when you can play it after getting your next Ember, it's a little bit hard to deal with. Like, it takes your entire turn in order to do that. So Hellhorned units are weak, and you don't have a lot of direct damage options in this clan combination either. So you can't just play something like Excavation, Eruption, or Blazing Bolts, or Ancient Synergy to bail you out. So I often find myself losing pretty handily with this combination. So like this is 2 before Seraph losses in a row with this combination, which is rough. So like maybe I just shouldn't have taken the trial, but I felt like my deck was in danger, and that if I didn't take the trial, like I was just going to lose anyway, because like I wasn't getting gold to get stronger. Like the best thing that was in our deck at this point was an Unleash the Wildwood and 2 Wildwood Saps. Like we missed out on upgrades that we want, and a lot of things went wrong this run, and that's okay. It is what it is. But maybe I need to spend some time specifically playing this combination, because this is the combination that tends to end my streaks. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Have a great rest of the day. We'll try to start a new streak tomorrow.